Hello, welcome to Handmade by Julia Quinn and my Thursday afternoon Facebook Live. I hope you're well. I hope the weather is looking after you, because the weather is certainly very, very tricky at the minute here. Actually, on the Sunshine Coast, it's a bit ho-hum. Nothing much is happening, really. It's hot, it's a bit windy, but we haven't had any rain today, but we're waiting, because there's a cyclone just off the east coast there, not far. Who knows what can happen, but anyway, I'm very fortunate that we haven't lost power, nothing's happened yet, so I can still do this with you, because who knows what will happen when it crosses the coast. We could easily have lots of things happen. This card was one of our recent cards at our retreat day, and I just love the technique of creating this beautiful quilted design. And I've used celebration paper for this, but I thought I would try and substitute some of the wildflower birthday party for our card today. So we'll see how that goes. I've got my white. I'm enjoying my thick white cardstock while it lasts. It won't be lasting forever. The normal cardstock size is not going to be available in our new catalogue. Okay, so here's my platform. I've got all these there's the bits of celebration paper, bits of paper for my stamping and punching, and that one's for inside, and this is for the punch on the front of my card, and my beautiful bit of gold paper. So let's compare the wildflower birthday paper with the celebration paper, which is much brighter. And I chose this one because it had a little bit of blueberry bushel, which is the colour ink we're using. Okay, so that's going to look quite different. Actually, I'll leave that aside so we can compare it once we've done all our bits and pieces. Let's stamp together. Okay, so I'm using for this card Bright Borders, which has a coordinating punch. You can't actually buy Bright Borders with the punch in a bundle, but the punch does come in another bundle. I forget what it's called, Love Notes or something like that, which is rather fun. Okay, so with these photopolymer stamp punch, okay, what else have I got? I think that's it. And then I've got my happy birthday from a great standby stamp set. Simply Said. It has all the things: happy birthday, celebrate thinking of you, thanks, hello, just a note. A really good all round, use it for every occasion stamp set. Okay, and once again I think I'll line that up on my grid there and then add my block that way so it's nice and straight. Okay, let's stamp. So I'll stamp my happy birthday first, and with the beauty of these photopolymer stamps, I can hopefully line it up really well. There we go, happy birthday, that's done. And on this one I've got my punch. Now always when I've got a coordinating punch, I like to see which way the punch lines up to make it easy for me to punch it. So I'm putting this section at the bottom of my cardstock to make it nice and easy to punch. And then the last bit of stamping is to stamp my flowers for inside my card. Okay, there we go. That's all of the stamping required. Now, punching time. As I said, I lined this up so I can punch it really easily. Always punch with your punch upside down. It gives you a much better result. That's a great punched image. And then I'm going to punch another one as well and show you my cute little trick to create a lovely frame. And then the Happy Labels punch has two different designs, and because I'm trying something different, I'll try the ticket edge this time. And it's got the great little tracks. You can slide it along all the way to the very edge. slide, and then my matte piece is exactly the right size. So these tracks are 1 inch, 3/4 of an inch, and then 1/2 an inch for the skinniest track, which means you can line it up very easily for it to slide in to find the center. Okay, get rid of those and those. So you go on that, you go on this. This one, the way to create my little frame behind that is just to snip and stick. Snip and stick. So just put my adhesive on the back of that and then line up however much I want showing, and do the same on the other side. Line it up, trying to keep it as even as possible. There we go. Now let's just, before we go sticking these on, because I haven't tried this, I don't know how it's going to look and I want to have a look. So if we put this will go on here, these will all be stuck beautifully on there, that on there, and then that on there. Yeah, I think it'll work. I was a bit worried it wouldn't, because they're not as bright as the celebration papers. I was a bit concerned that it wouldn't look as good, but you know what, it will be fine. Okay, while I'm sticking things, I'm just going to stick my happy birthday ticket label onto its mat. There we go. They're stuck, that's stuck. This one's for inside the card, and I can do that straight off. And you go inside the card. So that's easy peasy embellishment for inside the card. Now let's do this one. All right, so I've got 6 little boxes there. What I like to do is start off at the corners and just line up. I've got a bit of an idea of how much I want to leave, so I'm not actually measuring this, but if you are a person who likes to measure, you could probably use your grid paper to line up like that. And then this one the same, lining up with just that little border there, and then leave those for the last bit. And the other side, lining up and lining up here. Thank you everyone for joining me today. I hope you're having a good day, and my prayers and thoughts are with those people who live south of Brisbane. I think they're going to get a lot more action out of Alfred than we are. Well, at this stage, that's the way it looks. Of course, I've run out of adhesive just when I need it. Hang on, just got to get a refill. It is rather wonderful how easy it is to change over the refills for these. So I've got my new one straight out of the packet. Line up the posts for inside, all of them, slide them on, put the cover on, and I'm good to go. I'll pop that in the bin. Okay, and just rolling it along so that I've got the adhesive right from the get-go. Man, that rolls so much easier with a fresh one. Okay, and there is my quilted mat, and to hold them, so you don't even have to add too much adhesive really. I'm liking the gold foil on that. Then I'm going to pop that inside the eyelet folder, and as this is a 3D folder, I'll just be putting that on my platform. Get rid of all my cutting mats on my platform with my embossing folder platform over the top, and run that through. And then what you get is this lovely, magical, textured, quilted effect. What do you think? I'm loving the gold foil in this paper. And then I'll add that And I could have chosen the reverse side on my embossing folder as well actually, but I didn't think of it. Add that to my mat. There we are. And add this to the front of my card. When I'm doing big panels like this, I like to use the edge pieces. So much quicker. Of my dimensionals. Pull the backs off them. Stick you on the front, and then not to forget the beautiful gold foil open gold weave ribbon. It's going to stick that through the center, and this will all be covered up by my other elements. So this one goes on first, and I'll add dimensionals to that. You can see how well I lined up my framework on, or how straight I cut it actually. And pop you in the center. And then my happy birthday over the top. And I'm only going to add the adhesive right in the center because I want it to stay up off the edges there. And last of all, some antique dots. Actually, what would be probably nice, because I've got the gold foil and the open gold weave ribbon, is the low profile dots. Let me show you what I mean. Low profile dots. These are an online exclusive, and they come in, I'm actually not sure what that colour is, but the gold ones I have absolutely loved. So I just put a gold, bit of gold at the centre of both of those flowers. And there you are. Low profile dots. So there's my two versions of exactly the same card. And it turned out better than I anticipated it was going to. So one with the Celebration Bloom Impressions paper, and one with the Wildflower Birthday paper with the gold foil details. Which one's your favourite? Let me know in the comments and I'll be sure to answer straight after I'm finished. See ya! Bye!